Hello and welcome. This week on the program, as usual, we focus on the issues that continue to hog the headlines. We'll be getting another perspective on the issues of the Bakassi, the constitution reform debate, and the new Lagos traffic rules. My guest is former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, senior advocate of Nigeria, Olisa Agbakoba. We'll delve into those issues shortly, but first, a quick recap of the top stories in the news. I am Shola Shayele, and this is Law Weekly on Channels TV. We begin at the Lagos High Court sitting in Ikeja, which last week Friday refused to grant an application brought by 3 suspects indicted in the fuel subsidy scam. The 3 of Mahmoud Tuko, Abdullahi Alawo and Felix Ochonogo, who recently regained their freedom on bail, had asked the courts to release their passports to enable them travel abroad for Hajj and business trips. Vacation judge Justice Latifat Falami held that she could not grant their prayers to order the release of their passports, especially as trial judge Justice Adeni Onigbanjo ordered the seizure of their traveling documents to ensure that they appear for their trial on the next adjourned dates. According to her, allowing them to travel for Hajj rites, which would begin October, will clash with the November dates earlier fixed for trial by the trial judge. In neighboring Ogun State, the local government election petition tribunal for the Ogun Central Senatorial District, comprising 6 local government areas of the state, last week commenced its sitting at the Court 4 of the State High Court in Abeokuta, the state capital.
Vice chairmanship candidate, Abeokuta South Local Government.
The 3-man election petition tribunal, headed by Justice Abiola Adegoke, at its inaugural sitting, promised to give parties in the petitions equal opportunities to ensure fair hearing, justice and equity, while asking the media to shun sensationalism in their reportage. The chairman also asked for maximum cooperation for counsel to the parties in the suit, warning that unnecessary calls for adjournment would not be tolerated in the matter. The Action Congress of Nigeria, ACN, in the state had won a landslide victory at the local government elections held on Saturday, the 21st of July, and the main opposition party, the PDP in the state, is contesting the outcome of that polls. In Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, a federal high court last week granted the 27 local government councils in Imo State, sacked by Governor Rochas Okorocha, leave to apply for a judicial review of the governor's action. Vacation judge Justice Gladys Olotu held that the leave granted will operate as a stay in the interim of all actions and proceedings in the disputes between the local government councils and the state government, pending the hearing and determination of the suits. Before a high court sitting in Owerri, the Imo State capital, the state government had argued that the council bosses were inaugurated on the 9th of August 2010 for a 2-year tenure and are supposed to vacate office on the 8th of August 2012. But the chairman of the 27 local government councils differed, saying they were elected on a 3-year tenure that would elapse in 2013. Justice Olotu has adjourned the case to September 11, 2012, for hearing of the substantive application for a judicial review of the dissolution of the local government areas in Imo State.
And the theme of the conference is...
And the Nigerian Bar Association, the umbrella body of all lawyers in the country, today commenced its 2012 Annual General Conference with its National Executive Council NEC meeting.
Come to the gate, even if you are the speaker and you don't hold
the NBA Annual General Conference is a week-long event which the association touts as the largest gathering of lawyers anywhere in the world, with about 10,000 lawyers slated to attend.
Lawyers and who will not.
The 2012 edition promises to be an interesting one, especially as a new president-elect of the NBA, Mr. Okewale, a senior advocate of Nigeria, will be sworn in to take over from Mr. Joseph Daudu, senior advocate of Nigeria, whose 2-year tenure ends this week.
And because the security...
On the foreign scene, a Norwegian court has found Anders Breivik sane and given him the maximum jail term for murdering 77 people in a shooting and bombing incident which occurred last year. Breivik, who had admitted blowing up the Oslo government headquarters with a fertilizer bomb, killed 8 people before gunning down another 69 persons at the ruling party's summer youth camp, was sentenced to 21 years in prison, the maximum penalty in Norway. The killings shook the nation of 5 million people, which prided itself as a safe haven from much of the world's troubles, raising questions about the prevalence of far-right views in a country where oil wealth has attracted rising immigration. In a unanimous decision, the court sentenced Breivik to 21 years of preventive detention, dismissing the prosecutor's call for a verdict that would have labeled the murderer insane and confined him indefinitely to psychiatric care. Breivik, aged 33, will be kept in isolation in a prison on the outskirts of Oslo, inside relatively spacious quarters that include a separate exercise room, a computer, and a television.
In a country where all wealth has attracted rising